bad thing is obviously forest fires. Forest fires, wildfires, when those things get going, like entire towns are blanketed with smoke for weeks.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, I was in New York earlier this summer or spring. I think it was summer, and it was fucking wild. You couldn't see the buildings.
The weird thing was it was like an orange color.
Yeah.
And everybody was speculating, what are they burning? That was when the tinfoil hatters were talking about, like, there was a bunch of chemicals that were missing from some train. You know, do you know about that story? There's some toxic chemicals that were missing. Like, they're burning the toxic chemicals up in Canada.
No, I didn't. I don't get a lot of the good conspiracy theories.
How come? Baseball talks in your head.
I'm all baseball. I'm Scorsese in baseball, baby. I like to live a nice, innocent life. Just
Good for you.
Cruising along.
Good for you.
Writing bits, watching sports.
You. The sky's orange for whatever reason. Who cares?
Well, because the sun is behind it. There's sun and the smoke, so it makes orange. The sun is orange. I've colored. It's a big...
I've never seen it that
Well,
orange.
it's yellow, whatever.
I've never seen forest fires that orange.
The sun's not yellow, it's chicken.
It's white.
It's white?
Bob Dylan.
It's white.
What is, the sun?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what you're getting through the blue of the sky and all the... That's what makes it look yellow.
Well, whatever. That's another conspiracy theory.
But the that orange smoke, show me some photos of what that looks like, the smoke that was in New York City. Because it looks crazy orange. Like almost like...
Yeah,
like you're burning Cheetos.
But isn't the sunset is orange? So the sun's setting and you got smoke, and so it becomes orangey.
Maybe, but I don't think it was during sunset that this was happening.
So what do you think? Like people ran down and threw chemicals in the fire?
No, I think it might be just whatever the kind of wood that's burning, what kind of, what's getting burnt. I don't know. I really have no idea.
All right.
You ever see how many fucking trees are in Canada?
There's a lot of trees. There's like
See, that's what it looked like.
some amount of billion trees.
So this is 1:30 p.m., 1:45 p.m., 2 p.m. That's unusual, dude.
Yeah.
That's not just the sun. That's unusual. Whatever the fuck that is, that's very unusual for it to look like that. Go to the last part of the frame, Jamie. So this is what it looks like as it blows in at 11:30, 12:30, 1, 1:15, 1:30, 1:45. Like right there. Stop at 2.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's not normal.
No.
That's a dark orange at 2 p.m. So that's not like sunset. It's weird. I mean, I don't know why that smoke is orange, but it's fucking weird. So that's when the conspiracy theories come in.
Right.
There's hundreds of thousands of gallons mixed. They're trying to poison us. Depopulation.
Do you believe it?
No. I don't believe it, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know if something else burnt up there they're not telling us about.
Right.
I mean, it's Canada.
Yeah, you never know.
You trust them?
Who? Canadians?
Canada. I trust the people.
I like hockey.
I like the hockey, too.
I like Jim Carrey.
I like the people. The people are awesome.
Yeah, they're the best.
The people running the country that are a problem.
I don't really know much
I think we
about
should build a
them.
wall.
Fuck it, let's do it.
Build a wall. We got a lot of wood. It's all wood up
What if
there.
it catches fire, though? It'll be like so fucking orange.
Just make a ditch next to the wood so that the fire doesn't spread.
That's not bad. No, I love Canada. And I looked it up one time because my father-in-law once said there was he goes, there must be 2 trillion trees in the world. What do you think the number is?
In the whole world?
Yeah. I think he went high. I believe it's less than that.
I'm going to say 1.7 trillion trees.
I think it's like...
It's a total guess.
I think it's in the billions. I'm going to say it's like 400 billion trees.
I bet it's more than that.
I think I remember. But I also thought fucking that lady had a mustache.
So you're both wrong.
What is it?
3.04 trillion.
Whoa.
Wow, it's more. Oh, maybe I knew he was off, but really he went low.
Wow. Well, maybe when he said it, it was that number.
I mean, this was like 3 years ago.
Well, this is the thing. This is the crazy thing about this whole climate change discussion, and one of the things that people conveniently like to ignore. This is one of the greenest periods in recorded history. When you think we're cutting down all the trees and there's less trees, there's less green than ever before.
Right.
No, carbon dioxide is food for plants.
Right.
And there's more plants now than there have been in the last 20 plus years. What is when they say the greening of Earth because of climate change? Google that. What percentage more green is the Earth today than 50 years ago.
Is that probably because there's more rain and shit, or what?
More carbon dioxide.
Right.
Yeah, literally, it's food for them.
But there's huge forest fires all these places like Greece that they didn't used to be.
Yeah,
in.
but that was man-made. This is the other
Right.
thing they keep talking about with all this climate change stuff. Yeah, there's definitely been forest fires, but a shit ton of them are man-made. A shit ton of them are accidents. The one in Hawaii, power lines fell over. A lot of it's bad maintenance. The Hawaii one's definitely bad maintenance. They didn't chop down the dry grass near the power lines. They also need to bury power lines. That's fucking stupid. And especially in places you got high winds, bury your fucking power lines. You
Right.
know, like look what happened. And the United States should take care of that too, by the way, right? And then there's also forest management. Like you're supposed to go into these forests and take out all the dead wood.
Right. Controlled burns and all that shit.
Yeah, but they have to take it out. They remove it, and it's valuable. They can do stuff with that wood.
Right.
So they need to log the dead wood out of the forest, and they're just like. They were talking about that during the Trump administration. He was blaming some of the fires they were having in California on poor management of the forests. And then I was like, that sounds like a ridiculous thing. And then I talked to a guy who actually works with wildlife biology, and he's like, it's really critical to do.
Right.
Like that's why they do control burns. That's why they do get rid of dead wood. Like if you don't do it. And then you have something comes in like the bark beetle, and it kills like a giant percentage of the trees. Carbon dioxide fertilization, greening Earth, study finds. From a quarter to half of Earth's vegetated lands have showed significant greening over the last 35 years, largely due to the rising levels of atmospheric carbon dioxide, according to a new study published in the Journal of Nature Climate Change in April of 25. April 25th, rather. International team of 32 offers in 24 institutions in 8 countries led the effort, which involved using satellite data from NASA's moderate resolution imaging spectrometer, and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's advanced very high resolution radiometry instruments to help determine the leaf area index or amount of leaf cover over the planet's vegetated regions. The greening represents an increase in leaves on plants and trees equivalent in an area to 2 times the continental United States.
Right.
Yeah. They don't say that. Because they say that, then people go, well, wait, isn't it better? Isn't it good? Shut up. Climate change is bad, and you need to go and enjoy it.
Are you not scared of climate change and all the high temperatures and all that shit, and storms and fires and all that business?
I'm always concerned about weather because it's unpredictable.
Right.
And the thing about climate change is there's for sure humans are affected. To deny that seems crazy. We're fucking burning fossil fuels. But also, it's never been stable, like ever in history.
Right.
The history of the Earth has always done this crazy shit. And there's been massive ice ages where we weren't burning nothing. And then there's been, like, the dinosaur times where it was way fucking hotter. And there's been times on Earth where there was no ice in the polar caps. And there's been times on Earth where there's way more. And half of North America was covered in over a mile of ice.
Right. So we'll be all right. My kid will
I'm
be fine.
scared of ice ages, dude.
No, we'll be fine.
Yeah, maybe. But that's the thing to be scared of.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like I hear a lot more concerned scientists about, heat than
Yeah.
ice.
Right, because that's the subject du jour. That's the thing you worry about more than terrorism.
Right, but this isn't, I'm not talking like NBC. I'm talking like NASA, fucking Stephen Hawking. I know he's dead, but,
I don't
these
think he
people.
was on the climate change thing.
He was.
He was paying attention much more to the whole universe, I think.
But he was worried about it. I
Was
think
he?
I heard him mention it
Well,
somewhere. Or I
it
didn't hear
is
him, but you know what I mean.
a
I read it.
concern. Like, if the Earth gets warmer, it is a concern. But if the Earth gets cooler, that's a concern, too.
Sure.
It's just like life on Earth is like insanely unpredictable, and they definitely need to figure out what kind of effect we're having on it, but they need to be like completely honest about what they know and what the data shows and what the problem is and how to fix it.
Right.
For sure, there's a pollution problem. For sure. Like, the fact that we ignore what we're doing in the ocean is crazy.
Yeah, that's what I always thought. It's like, even if you're like not concerned with climate change, it's like, well, aren't you interested in making the air cleaner and the water? I mean, shouldn't we have a cleaner place to live?
100%. That should be everybody's concern, like to eliminate pollution.